Shalom. All right, shalom, shalom. Bear with me 1 second, just checking the feed. We should be good to go. All right, shalom. Before I get started with this camp, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out the labor in the house of David, the elect. Is pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you brothers. Shalom to the elect. All right? Back at you with another live camp through the Holy Spirit. All right, we're going to bring it out. The world is on edge. The world is on edge, man. All right? And that's the spirit that's out here right now, man. People are just tired. All right? Fed up. Corruption all around the earth. All right? The wicked being revealed, being exposed. Right? All these things that are going on right now, which is going to take it to that next level, man. All right, because destruction is right at the doors of this thing, as Yahweh Shema Shah warned us. All right, so destruction is at the doors, just as Yahweh Shema Shah warned us, man. So, hey, you got to take advantage of this thing while you still got the time, man. All right, because those that grace, that period of grace is almost done with, man. All right, the doors of mercy is closing, man. So all you jakes that can see it, Spirit of the Lord, whom the Spirit of the Lord is supping with, man. All right, continue to remain in prayer, man. Stay prayed up. You know, like the elder brothers say, continue to anoint yourself every time you leave the house. All right, because we're out here in the midst of demons, man. The scriptures say that we walk in the midst of the valley of the shadow of death. And that's right here in America, man. But as we've been saying, man, this thing's about to take off, man. Get excited. Like the elder said, get prophetically excited. It's about to go down, man. Matter of fact, before we even read the scriptures, all right, and hold Isaiah 24 for me, y'all. Let's just open up with this article real quick just to get it going, all right? So all y'all that's paying attention, you see what's going on, man, all right? Hey, the word of the Lord is faithful and true. Matter of fact, go to Isaiah 34. We're gonna go to Isaiah 24, but get Isaiah 34 and 16. And I'm gonna pull this scripture or this article up real quick, all right? You start at verse 16 and read down to 17. That's like the end of the chapter. You know? Shit is getting hot and heavy, man. Talk loud.
So Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Yeah, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read the Holy Scriptures, man. This is the time where you're supposed to really be seeking Yahweh Shema Shah more than ever, man. All right? Hey, now what does the scripture say now that we sought out the Lord, seek him 10 times more, roughly paraphrasing? You know, you got to be stuck to Yahweh Shema Shah, man. You know? Go ahead, Al.
Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail.
Right, you see it, right? No one of these shall fail. None of these prophecies are going to fail or will fail, man. All right? Prophecy is being fulfilled daily, right? The Bible is speaking daily, man. All right? At the end, it shall speak and not lie, right? The scripture's not lying, and ultimately what? The prophets ain't lying to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I did a lesson earlier today. I titled it, Everything is Going According to Plan, man.
Beautiful.
You know, so we're seeing, as the elder said, man, prophecy taking place day by day, man. And it's ramping up. You know, as we see, we're damn near only a month into the year, man. Yep. And we're already seeing things intensify to a level that we haven't seen, man.
Man, hey, the month of January was turned up, man. If you ain't noticed, man, January was lit, man. Right? A lot of prophecies established, a lot of calamity, a lot of things is happening, man. You know, which is all bringing the attention. Hey, Yahweh Shema Shai is bringing the focus and the attention of the people back to his word, man. Right? Like we said, you can't ignore it no more, man. You can't overlook this thing. You can't look past it. right? Hey, now people got to deal with reality, man. Everybody's getting a fucking ass kicked financially. You broke as hell, right? Trying to figure it out, right? That's the state of the people out here, man. People out here on social media fronting like they really got it. They ain't got it like that, man. And that's just the honest truth. All right? Go ahead. Read it again.
Isaiah 34 and verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Yep.
No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate.
Yeah, so as we go into all the time, man, ain't nobody talking about the Book of the Dead. Ain't nobody talking about Islam. Nobody's talking about the Quran or none of that, man. Right? Nobody's talking about none of that. The controversy surrounds the scriptures, man. All right? Go ahead.
None shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them.
Right, and the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is gathering the elect in these last days, man. This is the reason why you stay tuned to the videos and you're being edified through the Holy Spirit is because the Spirit of the Lord is gathering you, man. Right? Go ahead.
And he shall cast the lot for them, and his hand hath divided it unto them by line.
Yeah, going back to the portion, the talent that Yahweh Shem Yahushai gave to each and every brother, the believers, man, the prophets. All right, that portion of spirit according to the measure of their faith, man. So every brother has been given that that talent, man, to prophesy, man. Right? Go ahead.
They shall possess it forever. From generation to generation shall they dwell therein.
There you go. So from generation to generation they shall dwell therein. So that proves that the men of the Lord, the true prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, are back on the earth in the flesh, man. Right? Just to make a point on that, go to Sirach 36, right, where it talks about let thy prophets be found faithful. Sirach 36 is like at the bottom. You know? Because the men of the Lord are back. Revelation 19 tells you that, man. Matter of fact, I'll get that real quick while you pull it up. This is Revelation 18. All right? Revelation 18, I'll start at 17. The point is in 20. Revelation 18 and 17, it says, for 1 hour so great riches has come to naught. And every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning. Right, so this is the future destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America, man. All right, it says and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Verse 19, Revelation 18 and 19, it says, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by the reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate. And that's all it's going to take for this place to get wiped out, man. Right? You're talking about ICBM nuclear missiles, hypersonic nuclear missiles, man, that could travel from one end of the earth to the other side of the earth under 30 minutes, man. 15 minutes. Right? So the desolation of this place is going to be quick, fast, in a hurry, man. The point, verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh Shem Yahushai have avenged you on her. So that shows you that the true prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai would be in Babylon when this happens, man. Right? The Lord has avenged you on her. Right? It says, verse 21, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone. All right? And that great millstone goes back to the ICBM nuclear missiles. Right? And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. So this is it, man. So we're at the time where these things, these prophecies are playing out right before our eyes, man. All right? The world is on edge. Yahweh Shem Yahushai has the planet on fire, man. Everything is turning up, man. Hey, these Edomites are ready to start slaughtering, man. All right? This election shit, as we've been talking about every week, this whole 2024 election, hey, this thing really got these Edomites on fire, man. They're really mad. They're ready to take this thing there, man. They're ready to get the guns out, the bullets, all right, the militias, whatever. Hey, there's a law that was been passed where I forgot the name of the law, but pretty much this Edomite was breaking it down. They're forbidding these Edomites to create militias, right? And out of all this time, as he was saying, they allowed these things to happen, but right now in this time, they're saying that you can't do it no more. Because the point, these devils that are getting ready to come down with great wrath, they don't want no resistance. That's what it's about. This is why they're trying to take away the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms and whatnot, because they don't want any type of resistance when this devil comes down with full force. But these right-wing Edomites, they hip. They ready to go. All of this shit that's going on in Texas with the border, hey, it's a division going on with Texas and the government, man. So this thing is about to spill over 25 other states, backing Texas up. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, it's happening, right?
And when I say, at my job, they're already making plans. You know, they're telling us to order for Thanksgiving and Christmas this year coming up, right? 10, 11 months ahead, because just through the spirit, you know, they think that these things are going to affect the supply chains even more, man. Yep. Right? So they're preparing for there to be a lack of goods, man. And this, as the elder was mentioning, man, this civil war brewing up between these people, man, this is what's going to lead to that, man.
Yeah. That's it. You got something out?
Yeah, I just wanted to add to the elder's point about that tension that's going on down there in the border. This could be used as a way to pretty much enforce that martial law. All right, to upend the very fabric of what these people see as the Constitution, because you know it's been dirty a long time ago. So this could give the police grounds to pretty much enact total control. All right, now this is the definition for the word habeas corpus, or the etymology.
Beautiful.
It says habeas corpus. It says, in phrase habeas corpus, it says, open words of the writs in 14th century Anglo-French documents to require a person to be brought before a court or judge, especially to determine if that person is being legally detained. Now, in context of what we're discussing right now, right, if a president has the power to suspend the writ of habeas corpus, his power exists only in the event of rebellion or invasion. And what's so heavy about what's being discussed with you have the Texas governor Greg Abbott.
Yep.
He's making a very strict point of calling what's happening down there at the border crisis an invasion, to give grounds to pretty much use that reason and grounds to have this come to pass.
Yeah.
So it says under the Constitution, the federal government can unquestionably suspend the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus if the public safety requires it during the times of rebellion or invasion.
Woo! Yep. Yep. It's going down.
So pretty much everything that we see happening, you know, with that system of the crisis, of the border crisis, all right, is being used as a ploy to do what? To stoke the flames of invasion and pretty much give them grounds to do away with all of the rights of the people.
Yeah.
All right, for them to step in and pretty much supersede all of their rights, man. You know, and this is just one of many aspects that this devil is using to pretty much upend the existing order that we see right now before us, man. So he can establish his new order.
There you go. And those so-called migrants under the skies, which is really foreign military troops, able-bodied men that's ready for war, those are the sleeper cells, man. So once they give that green light to them sleeper cells to activate, man, you're going to see nothing but pure terror out here, man. Right? It's already shit going on in New York, New Jersey, right? Down in Texas as well. You know what I'm saying? Immigrants just, you know, so-called immigrants, you know, breaking into houses and shit, theft. So, hey, this thing is going to go to a whole nother level, right?
Touching lightly on that topic of what's going on with the migrants in these various different cities, because it's a strong focus on Texas primarily because that's where a lot of these migrants are coming up from in the border.
Right.
But when you look at cities such as New York, there's this guy on YouTube called Cass Jordan, and pretty much he's been keeping up to date on all of the things that are happening in New York, primarily of that migrant crisis. And it's to the point where these migrants are just going to be roaming the streets, right? And as Aquan has said, you already got these migrants that are looting, all right, that are breaking into people's properties, right? That's going to heighten much more because this migrant crisis in the state of New York, they're pretty much like, look, we can't keep supporting this.
Yeah.
You know, the city of New York. They can't keep supporting this, man.
Yep.
So it's gonna get to a point where what's gonna happen? More and more break-ins, more violence in the streets, man.
That's it. That's the edge. You got a scripture, bro? Yeah, go ahead.
It's Jeremiah chapter 49, and I'll start at 30.
Yep.
Flee, get you far off, dwell deep, O ye inhabitants of Hazor, saith the Lord. And Hazor going into a kingdom in Judah, man. Right, but we can liken it unto America. It says, for Nebuchadrezzar, king of Babylon, had taken counsel against you, and hath conceived a purpose against you. Arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation that dwelleth without care, saith the Lord, which have neither gates nor bars, which dwell alone. And what we're seeing right now is these nations coming up against America right now, man. Because that nation that dwelleth without gates or bars, man, is Babylon the Great, also America.
That's right.
Right? It says, and their camels shall be a booty, and the multitude of their cattle a spoil. And I will scatter into all winds them that are in the uttermost corners. And I will bring their calamity from all sides thereof, saith the Lord.
Yeah, and what's so heavy about that, the elder Barak out there in LA, Barak Allah brought it out in the lesson. Right now, as we speak, America's surrounded, man. Internally and externally, man. All right, by Russian and Chinese troops. They got the warships out there. Right, they're out there in the ocean waiting for the command. So this place is already done. You got
kind of, if I can add, they pretty much got like you said, they got strategic positions like Cuba, and they also got over in the Bering Strait. You know, because Russia is only 2.4 miles away from Alaska, which is the U.S. You know.
Yep. Let me add on to that real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 11. It says, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord, Yahweh Shemawashai, have raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, which goes back to the Russians. For his device is against Babylon, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashai, the vengeance of his temple. All right, because as we go into, these things are happening all over the planet for his people, man. For the vengeance of his temple. All right, the point, verse 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes. See that? So as we see what's going on within, internally in America, it's happening on the outsides too. Everybody's prepared to ambush, to set this place up. It says, prepare the ambushes, for the Lord Yahweh Shemawashai have both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. So, hey, people are going to be in dire straits. As it tells you in the sword, it says, set up the secret attacks. Right? You got it, bro.
This is Isaiah, Obadiah 1 and verse 7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Yep.
And prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Now I want to get this in the NLT. All right, it says NLT, Isaiah, Obadiah 1 and 7. All your allies will turn against you. They will help to chase you from your land. So the scriptures say that Babylon should be a chase road. You know, it says they will promise you peace while plotting to deceive you, to deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you, and you won't even know about it. So pretty much going into that, you know, Babylon will be caught unawares. You know, that's why pretty much these nations are setting up around Babylon the Great.
Yeah, that's it. And then NATO, the elder brother Yashalam brought it out. But NATO just announced and said, look, we're not even going to back up America when World War III takes off, man. So it's over, man. You see? Read that for me. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 2 in the NLT. Son of man, this is what the sovereign Lord says to Israel. The end is here. Wherever you look, east, west, north, or south, your land is finished. So, like the elder and the brother were going into, man, this place is getting attacked from all sides and all facets of life, man. Right? So the end is here. It's happening right now, man. We're just waiting for these things to ramp up and intensify.
So read that for me. We'll get that.
It's out of America First. A time of wars and rumors of wars, famines, pestilences, and major natural disasters.
That's the time we in. Famines, pestilence, Major wars, natural disasters. Jeremiah 28:8. This is what the prophets would be prophesying of. Go ahead.
On some level, most people can feel what is coming.
Yeah, that's why I said. The world is on edge. The planet is on edge. But it said on some level, people know something's about to happen. Everybody's paranoid and shit. You know what I'm saying? Figuring out how they're gonna get their next meal, how they're gonna pay their bills. You know what's gonna happen in November with the elections. You know this shit that Donald Trump. Hey, Donald Trump is on the record talking about that some type of terroristic attack is going down, man. So they just putting it out there, man. They're putting that spirit to prepare the people for another type of doomsday scenario, so to speak. You know, go ahead.
On some level, most people can feel what is coming. That is why sales of emergency food are at record levels. Shows about survival are among the most popular on television.
Yeah, everybody's on YouTube. Doomsday prepping, you know what I'm saying? Buy up the, make sure you stock up, you know?
Can I make a point? Pretty much in Florida, you know, I've done that with the brothers in Florida, but pretty much, brother brought up how one of the, not the governor, but pretty much whoever runs it, like the city, they said, hey, go stock up on guns and ammo. And they told the citizens in that particular city to go and do that, you know, and leading into 2023, it's 2024 now, but 2023 gun sales is pretty much at record high, you know.
Survival shows are among the most popular on television, and Mark Zuckerberg is building a self-sustaining doomsday bunker in Hawaii. Millions of us realize that we are on the brink of an extremely chaotic chapter in human history. Of course, the past several years have already been pretty wild, but I believe that the years immediately in front of us will take things to an entirely new level. A few years ago, World War III wasn't even on the horizon, but now conflicts are erupting all over the planet, and the mainstream media is using apocalyptic language to describe what we are facing.
That's it, because hey, but really it's prophecy. It's the will of Yahweh Shema Shah, right? Go ahead.
For example, the following comes from an article posted on Yahoo News. As war creeps closer to Armageddon, the end of days doesn't seem so far away. It says, from Megiddo's hilltop, there is a great view of the West Bank, no more than 2 miles away. To the north, the rockets of Hezbollah, in total about 160,000, are pointed in the direction, while in the south, the Israel Defense Forces are fighting raging gun battles with Hamas in a war that's almost 4 months long.
Right, and I saw something online. This person had made a comment, but it didn't seem too far-fetched. Those Jakes that got killed over there in the so-called Middle East, those 3 Jakes that they put on the news, they were saying that America sacrificed them to start this World War III. And you can't look past that. I mean, when I saw that comment, it made sense. You know what I'm saying? You know, so something needed to happen, as America always does. Something needed to happen to give them an excuse for war.
It would line up in the spirit because you know, they sound to be alarmed at saying that to begin in 2024, pretty much they didn't have enough enlistees, you know, so they got to enact the draft, you know, so it would make sense because everything is pretty much moving.
Yep.
I got something right quick to that. This was posted by the NBC News yesterday, January 30th. It says the U.S. and Iran say they don't want to risk a war, but the risks are mounting as Biden readies a retaliation. Beautiful. And that retaliation is centered, as the elder was discussing, those 3 U.S. soldiers that had died. So the retaliation, they're trying to ready that right now. And this song, as the elder has said, is to be a reason to have reasons to start that war. You know?
That's it.
Jumping down. Jumping down a little bit, it says, the Israeli Defense Force engaged in rigorous training in the Northern Reservoir Paratrooper Brigade to boost readiness along the northern border. The exercise is part of ongoing efforts to enhance operational preparedness involved in the Northern Parachute Brigade. Jump to the point. This war is going to cause so much death and destruction over the next few years. and it will make our rapidly growing global food crisis even worse. According to the UN, we are now facing a perfect storm, which has created a hunger crisis of unprecedented proportions. Conflict and economic shocks, climate change, and soaring prices for food and fertilizer are all combining in the perfect storm to create a hunger crisis of unprecedented proportions. Right now, in some of the hungriest places around the world, there just isn't enough food to feed the population. Most Americans don't realize this, but we are in the midst of the worst global food crisis in modern history right now.
Right. I get a quick scripture. This is Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 16. It says, "Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Yerushalayim, Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight," which is going into our nation, back in the ancient world. It says,
rational.
Yep. It says, "And they shall eat bread by weight and with care. They shall drink water by measure, and with astonish another, and consume away with iniquity." And that's pretty much, this can be applied to America right now, because a lot of times, you go out to eat, and like they make the portion smaller, and then they also make the container like bigger to make it seem like you actually getting some worth your money.
Yeah, you paying for everything separate.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's why Elder Apostle Gabar, he made the point about living a minimalist lifestyle, man. Right? Learn how to fast. You ain't got. Sometimes you ain't got to eat 3 times a day. Sometimes 1 time a day. But that's the time we come into anyway.
But that's why you gotta understand your body. A lot of the times you be hungry, you really be thirsty. Jake will drink water.
Right. Right. So these are the things that we're going to have to exercise in these times, man. But anyway, give me that Isaiah 24, because what we're talking about is what? The planet Earth is on the edge. Everybody's expecting a doomsday scenario. Hell, we just went in last week about the doomsday clock, 90 seconds from midnight. So what more can we tell y'all, man?
Last day of January, you see how where the world is going now. Shit not getting better.
Yeah. Psychotic behavior is increasing. People are bugged the fuck out, high on drugs, demons on them.
Suicide's at an all-time high.
Suicide is at an all-time high. All right. Distrust within the government is at an all-time high. Right. These American citizens, primarily these Edomites, they're ready to take this place by violence, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Isaiah 24 and verse 1. "Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him."
Right, so pretty much everybody's getting ready to go and experience that straight gate, man. Everybody's getting ready to suffer the judgment. All right, go ahead.
"The land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for the Lord hath spoken this word."
Right, how is the Lord going to do that? With destruction, man. All right, nuclear war, but before that happens, we're going to see an internal implosion. Right? That's why this clash with this civil war and the politics with the Trump and Biden bullshit, all right, these so-called race wars or whatnot, these things that are mounting up, that's what's going to take this place out. The Lord is going to utterly waste this place, man. All right, hey, we just read earlier about Babylon being taken down with great violence. All right, this place Babylon was established off violence, and it's going to go out with great violence, man. Right? Go ahead, Doc.
I had a quick precept from that.
You got it.
2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 37. "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son. Within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb.
Yep.
Which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment." And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing those plagues continually get closer and closer, back to back. Okay? And as we know, that child, Yahushua, is coming back to deliver the nation of Israel. So these plagues are going to continually get worse and worse. All right? Everything that we see, as the elder has said earlier, is according to prophecy. And prophecy is going to play out regardless of whether you hear or forbear.
Yep.
Okay? Verse 39. "Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side." So as the elder has said, the world is preparing to enter into that strait. And there's nothing that these people could do about it. They can play ditzy if they want to, but at the end of the day, the sorrows are coming upon the earth to judge.
Right. Hey, there's no way you can ignore something that's in your face, right? Just as these prophecies. You got it, bro.
Isaiah 24 and verse 4. The earth mourneth and fasted and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
Right, look at that word language, man. Because that's really the state of the planet Earth, man. All right? Everybody, the state of the earth is dying, man. The plant life is dying. What did they, back in 2019, they said at least what about, I want to say about 90% of plant life was going to be basically destroyed by the year of 2000, I want to say 25 or something like that, around the lines. I know around, they said 2050, they said it was going to be no more topsoil. So you're not going to have agriculture. You're not going to have the ability to plant trees and crops. Showing you how defiled the earth is, man. The water, right? The fucking ecosystem, the ozone layer, all right? All the chemicals that Esau is putting in the skies, coming down upon the people, that's destroying the crops, right? Destroying the animals, the people, right? Forever chemicals. Yeah, the topsoil, yes.
You also got, they said that pretty much everybody pretty much walking around with like cancer.
Yep.
They have like the
Everything is pretty much messed up, man.
Yep.
You know, so we're living in a worst case scenario.
Yeah, and they also said what came out lately about the microplastics.
Yeah.
Everybody has a credit card size worth of microplastics floating around their body, man. We got to get the hell out of this place, man. All right?
I got the definition.
You got it, bro.
The definition of language for the Free Dictionary, it says to be or become weak or feeble.
Yeah, that's the mindset. It's a defeated spirit on these people, man. The lack of faith. You know, people are the church is dead. Basically, Christianity is done. All right, the faith in the system, this government, everything is languishing, man. Right. Go ahead.
It says to exist or continue in miserable or disheartening conditions.
It's miserable here, man. Hey, this is hell on earth.
Right. You got powers that be that are literally telling you that you're going to submit to a system where you're going to own nothing and be happy. How is that happiness?
That's it. You got precept, bro?
It says the book of Psalms 82 and 5. It says they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness, all the foundations of the earth are out of course. And that's pretty much the state that we see everything in, man. Everything's messed up because the rulers that run this place is the Edomites, man. The so-called white people start with the 1%, the elite. They have moved the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua out of the earth. And that's why everything is messed up. And it's written in Isaiah 24. This is why the world is languishing, man, because the ways of righteousness have not been.
And yet it's really an affirmation.
Everything
That's
is
exactly what
filthy.
she said.
Some
She
type
said
of
that's how
wickedness
you know you're
goes back to some type of ritual. All right, all is bringing forth idolatry, man. So this is why we have to have a change of regime, man.
Yes, sir.
We need Yahweh Shai, man.
That's it. The whole earth, the whole planet Earth needs Yahweh Shai, man, and the elect. Right? Actually, hey, all of the Lord's creation, as it tells you in Romans, is yearning for the sons of God to be reestablished. Right? Showing you how serious this shit is, man. Life cannot continue to go on in this fashion, man. Something got to give, something has to change, and it's going to change quicker than what you realize, man.
Hey, this ain't life. This is the first thing from life. If you look at how everybody's living, bro, it's literally just, it's a miracle that we're all still alive. Bro.
Yeah.
I got to quickly land back. This is Jeremiah chapter 12 and verse 4. It says, how long shall the land mourn and the herbs of the field, and the herbs of every field wither? For the wickedness of them that dwell therein, the beasts are consumed, and the birds, because they say, we should not see our last end, which pretty much this earth is ran in wickedness, you know, so that's why pretty much everything is mourning.
Yeah, because nobody's really living, man. Everybody's really just surviving. Nobody's really living. You're just surviving out here, man. Making it day by day. See that? Give me that real quick, Sirach. You had something? Go ahead.
Joel 1 and 15. Alas, for the day of the Lord is at hand, and as a destruction from the Almighty shall it come. Is not the meat cut off before our eyes, yea, joy and gladness from the house of our power. And as we talk about this family that's being brought in, is being manufactured, All right, and you know, Esau is making the farmers kill off their animals, burn their stocks.
Yep.
You know?
Just had another food plant in Texas that exploded.
Exactly. It
And
said,
I'm gonna say that this carbon initiative as well, right? Because they understand that the plants need the carbon in order to grow, in order to thrive. So they're trying to starve out the places that they can't physically touch, man.
but you know, you mentioned the carbon footprint, right? It came out that Esau's GMOs and his manufactured shit has a bigger carbon footprint than the stuff that he's trying to do away with, man.
Oh, wow.
So this nigga's a fucking hypocrite, man. It says the seed is rotting under the clods, the garners are laid desolate, the barns are broken down, for the corn is withered. All right, as we mentioned, the GMOs, man, the topsoil is on its last leg, so the food isn't bringing forth the proper nutrients that's supposed to, man. You know, so hey, we're literally eating bullshit, man. It says, how do the beasts groan and the herds of cattle are perplexed? Because they have no pasture, yea, the flocks of sheep are made desolate. Esau's tearing down all the ecosystem for the animals to put forth fucking parking garages and restaurants and shit. Cement, all right? This is why you got, like it says in second entrance, the animals are changing their places, all right? People are getting attacked by wild animals because they have nowhere to go except for into the city, man. When you go into these different shows that Esau has on like Netflix, you know, BBC, Planet Earth and all that, they always have an episode going into how the animals have to adopt to living around humans now, man. Because Esau's tearing down their environments, man. All right, so this is how we know that the Earth is in a worse state because this planet is big enough to sustain animals and people to where we're not intruding on each other, man.
I think you even had that, it was a lady that, the alligator knocked on her door. She came out and she got ate.
He knocked it up
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey, that's spirits created for vengeance. That's heavy.
Yeah,
man.
that's funny.
But no, we've seen videos of like big ass pythons and boa constrictors opening doorknobs and opening doors. So that ain't hard to believe, man. You know, I got something real quick. So just adding on to what was said, man. Hey, right now, you know, the spirit of death is really what's consuming this place, man. Death is everywhere right now. This is Habakkuk the 2nd chapter, verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and as death, and cannot be satisfied. All right, and that's talking about Esau, man. Everything about this man is death, destruction. All right, murder. See, it says.
Hold on, may I touch on that right quick?
You got it, bro.
That also goes into imperialism, and when you look at what Esau has done throughout the earth, pursuant to the book of Revelation, the 6th chapter, that red horse, he was sent out to take peace from the earth.
I'll bring it back.
When you look at Esau's system of imperialism, his dominance is really tied to death. You can't see Esau dominating the world without bodies being dropped somewhere.
That's all he know how to do.
He's the sword.
Joe, what that, John 10 and 10? He comes back, still kill and destroy.
Yep.
That's all he knows how to do, man. That's why Planet of the Apes, we always reference that, man. They told you, beware of the beast, man.
Yep.
That's literal.
And
So-called white man is the beast, man.
Yep. And it said, and he can't be satisfied because we're at the point now where these devils, they're trying to implement this technology to harness your soul, man.
Yeah.
You know, this is what this whole AI shit is about, man. This whole Neuralink. Matter of fact, that was the wave of the past couple of days now.
Yeah.
Elon Musk just he implanted
First human.
the first human with the device.
Which we know that really wasn't the first one.
Exactly.
Niggas been walking around with chips in them.
Exactly.
But that's to start to ease the people into accepting the idea of this really becoming a reality worldwide, man.
Right.
You also just had a lady that was wearing the Apple Pro, the face technology. The augmented reality, she wore that the whole day. So they're trying to pretty much push that out too at the same time. It's like a VR headset where it's just augmented, so you can see everything like you would, but it's like everything with your phone.
Yeah, it's a prelude to the Sia, to the Karagma, man. They're marketing this VR thing, all right, when you can have the internet in your brain and all of that, to get people used to, to get that device in their body, man.
Because Esau wants an augmented reality, man. If you notice the way that the technology has been going, really since like the second to third industrial revolution, it's all to pretty much, put you in a false state of reality. That's why people are desensitized from the earth. You ask children today, like for example, where do apples come from? They say the grocery store. They don't know that apples grow on trees.
Right.
And different fruits and vegetables come from the earth.
Right.
That's all a byproduct to get you used to the technology.
Yeah. Exactly. You got that movie going.
Oh, could you read that?
All right, this is Habakkuk Salakia. Let me go back to it. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, in verse 5 again. It says, "Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied."
All right, so you go on to him not being satisfied, right? That word is insatiable. And it says here, not able to be satisfied, greedy, unappeasable, impossible to satiate. Because their whole, as brothers have been going into, their whole MO is to bring death into the world, man.
Right.
And in their minds, they can't feel that appetite enough.
Right.
That's why they're pushing the MOTB so that they can have more control over you, man. That's why you see the manufactured famines. That's why you see the constant wars and rumors of wars, man. It's because that appetite for death, that appetite for destruction that they have cannot be filled. It can't be satiated, man.
That's it. That's it, man. And that same system that was adopted from China, which is really this beast system that's being implemented now, where the elites have full ownership over you, man. Where they track you, where they monitor what you buy and purchase, right? Your bank account is, everything's gonna be, your whole life is gonna be tied to that beast system, man. Right? So they're gonna have full access and full control over your life, man. Right? That's the snare. See? Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah chapter 5, verse 8. Woe to them that join house to house, that lay field to field, till there is no place, that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth. Like you mentioned, man, Esau is literally trying to take up everything, all right, to where, like you said, he wants it to where you own nothing and be happy. You know, because this devil wants full control of everything in the earth because he's trying to be like the Most High, man.
Yep.
All right, so that's why when you see him, he leaves no stone unturned to where it's impossible for him to make a profit off of it. That's why he's seeking to control everything, man.
So Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 4. The earth mourneth away, so the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
Right, so as we was talking about, man, the earth, the people, everybody in it, the Lord's creation is in a state of languishing, man. Everything is dying off, man. All right? How the hell are you going to survive off GMOs, man? Fake food. This is where we at right now, man. Everybody's sick. They call it turbo cancer, man, which is coming from these jabs. This is why everybody's dropping dead, heart attacks and shit like that. The elites are preparing for the disease X. You see what I'm saying? So everything is in a state of death, right? This is why we need Yahweh Shai. Matter of fact, get that in Sirach the 10th chapter, real quick. Yeah, straight to the point.
Sirach chapter 10 and verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Right, in due time he will set one over it that is profitable, starting with Yahweh Shai, the elect. That's what the Lord's creation is yearning for, man. All right, Yahweh Shai to come back, for the elect to be established, man. The house of David, a new government, a new earthly management, man. All right, because hey, if Esau could have it his way, he'll kill off every goddamn thing. That's why the Lord told us in Matthew 24, if he didn't speed up the days for the elect's sake, no flesh would be saved. So when you see all these things going on, you should understand that. That's why the Lord said that.
In his mind, he thinks he can replace everything with technology.
Right.
That's why you have, like, they be talking about, like, with the pigeons, for example. They say pigeons aren't real anymore.
Right.
They say they're all surveillance drones. Esau has artificial mosquitoes, different, insects and animals and whatnot. And to the point where he's making it to where he's going to have artificial people. We're starting to see that, man.
Exactly. All this fracking going on, he's sucking the oil out the earth. That's like the blood of the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? The earth is fighting against his ass. You see what I say? Like the shit that's going on overseas, man. Deforestation, man. So life can't, under Esau's rule, life can't be prolonged. That's what it is.
I got two. This is Proverbs 11 and verse 10. It says, when it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoices. It's pretty much, could a brother get Proverbs 29 too, Buck Shop?
Yeah.
I'm gonna read it again. It says, when it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth, and that's because the true rulers are going to rule the earth in righteousness, you know. It says, and when the wicked perish, there is shouting, which that word shouting goes into, you know, shouts of joy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going, verse 11. By the blessing of the upright, the city is exalted. It says, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. We just got Habakkuk the 2nd chapter and the 5th verse. It said that his desire is as hell and his death is never satisfied. You know, so we see that from the rulership of so-called white man. You know, the earth is going to be it's not sustainable. You know.
Proverbs 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Because the righteous is going to show the earth to do benevolence. You know, the righteous isn't going to pretty much overuse things. Yeah, overuse things to watch.
In my sword, in my Bible, it says for that part of in authority, it says in priest.
So like I said, the righteous are not going to abuse the earth. It's like if you go into our laws, there's certain laws about, you know, like for example, we, you know, we pick the fruits off the tree. They're supposed to clean the tree, but leave something for, like, you know, the poor. You know, but this nigga, like I said, the grape gatherer, when he's not leaving any grapes.
Esau ain't leaving shit.
That nigga ain't leaving nothing, man.
The grapes, he taking the stems, he taking the
We
roots.
gonna take the tree.
Bro, this nigga will go literally in the grave. That's why you have a term called grave robbers. They'll go in the grave and steal shit off the bodies, man. This nigga's a madman.
Yeah, this devil got reservoirs blocked off. You can't even go in certain parts of the earth where you just want to chill and view nature. He got that shit cut off. Like, come on, man. You know?
Earth is vast, bro. It's made to be explored. But for this nigga to sit there and say that you need a passport, you need permission to go explore the earth.
Right.
Where it's, like I said, it's parts of the earth to this day are untouched. But you're gonna tell you that we need your permission to go see it.
Right.
We need permission to drive.
Yeah. But you're supposed to be sovereign, according to these niggas out here.
Right.
You know? That's not sovereignty,
That
man.
nigga put on a goddamn fast hat, think he goddamn.
Go ahead, man.
Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Yep. Right. So everybody's in a constant state of vexation. You know. Pretty much all together accumulating into everything. Going back to what it said with Brony, that's a sigh of grief.
Yeah, people, the animals, like they have, like I said, you just watch documentaries, man. Like the one famous one a few years back was what the shit with the killer whales? That's the name of it. Pretty much like
Free Willy?
nah.
Okay.
But it's a movie going into how Esau would take these killer whales out the wild and then they put them in SeaWorld and the killer whales would be depressed.
Yep.
You know, it said the dorsal fin will be bent, and they're literally like, that's why they were attacking the, you know, the instructors that was doing the shows, because they were lashing out, because they want to go back, because they're made to swim like billions of miles per day, and they got them in this fish tank, just going around the surface, man, like a rat on a damn hamster wheel, man.
It's kind of how Esau do with these apartments. You know, like we're not supposed to be like shacked up on top of each other.
Blackface, that's what it's called. It's like,
Now, pretty much, we're not supposed to be like shacked up on top of each other. Because the scriptures say in Ecclesiastes, let me get it real fast.
it's in the law too. You're not supposed to be on top of each other like that.
And he basically turned the world into a prison.
That's what the apartments are. The apartments are nothing more than like you said, jail cells, man. Because you notice the average apartment has become smaller and smaller. Man. The square feet is shrinking to where you want to be like how it was in that show Black Mirror with the dude from Get Out. That little 2x4 room. You just in there, just everything's small as hell, man.
Box.
Yeah.
This is quite a lot. Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 9. It says, moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is served in the field.
Right. The profit is for all, but yet all the resources are being pretty much handled by who? The Amalekites, man. The small hats is what the elites ain't that, man. Because not even all the small hats have access, because there's some of them that don't even, you know, own everything, man.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause we talk about the Amalek in general, but it's sex ain't even that.
Yeah.
You know, this man has literally, they call it the 1%. It's literally just a small group of people that own everything in the world, man.
That's the spirit. I saw a video on Instagram. It was this Amalekite, and he was breaking down basically the whole concept of the devil. He was saying. He said it goes back to the JEW.
Yeah, because you got the Orthodox and the unorthodox Jews.
Yep.
And the Orthodox ones are the ones that pretty much go off of they're supposed to go off the Torah, but really the Talmud. But the unorthodox ones, those are the ones that Esau doesn't really claim, you know? So, but out of both of them, it's still the elite that's hoarding everything to themselves. And like we went into a couple years back, how they got the bunkers, all the world season, you know? So, and the earth was made to be an abundant to life, period. The heathen, everybody's supposed to be able to enjoy the earth, which is why in the kingdom of heaven, all the people are going to be rejoicing. And even the heathen, even though they're going to be tributaries to the Israelites, they're still going to be able to enjoy the earth.
Exactly. They are. The scriptures say that, man.
After 1,000 years, you know, after we beat the law, statutes, commandments into them, they can go back to their own lands and be able to live, you know, how they're supposed to.
Yep.
You know, they're still going to go off, we're going to judge them, but they're going to still be able to enjoy the earth, clean air, clean water, real food. You know, things like that is what the earth needs.
Exactly.
As human desire, that's what we want. That's our God-given right. That's being, you know, creation of the Lord. But this devil is taking that away from us, man.
Yeah, the earth was set up to be a paradise for humanity, man.
Yeah,
Esau fucked it up. Let's go back to that. You got anything, bro?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Isaiah chapter 14, and I start with verse 5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindered.
Right, Esau ruled the planet with anger, with a continual stroke, man. That continual stroke goes back to his wars, the sword, all right, the sanctions that he puts on these nations that don't abide by his rules, all right, going into different foreign lands, oppressing the people, bombing the cities, establishing democracy like the brother brought out, imperialism, right, foreign policy, which is fucking nations up, man. Right? This is why the other nations regard this place as great Satan, man. But this is all tied into that continual stroke, man. And he ain't gonna stop until Yahweh Shai puts his ass down, man. Go ahead.
And it says he is persecuted and not hindered, going into what you were going into how Great Britain said they're not going to come to America's aid right during this World War III, man. Right? So nobody's going to stop what's coming to this place, man. Yeah. Right? No, everybody wants to see this devil get uprooted, man. Yeah. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
Yeah, like the scripture your one brought out, man. There's going to be a great rejoicing, a great cry in the earth once this place is finally taken out. Right? It's like, in a sense, it's like the earth is going to be able to breathe again.
You've been strangled for the past 400 years, and now you could actually breathe. You're getting choked out and shit.
Right.
Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
I was going to add, because the brother Tazwan pretty much made a point that, you know, we actually going to be able to breathe, you know, and that those trees, the fir trees, is the evergreens, so that actually purifies the air, you know, so we actually be able to, you know, literally breathe, you know.
That's also symbolic of the people too, man. You know, because like the scriptures tell you, men are also referred to as trees, so everything's going to be in rejoicing once Esau is taken out the way, man. Like I said, man, hey, the Apostle Paul about that years ago. Remember, everything has the Spirit of the Lord inside of it, man. So the trees, they're crying out because Esau's cutting them down. So ain't gonna be no damn deforestation in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Right. Also, like,
too, you know, like I said, with the nations, man. How Esau goes around just dropping bombs and killing millions of people at a whim. That's not gonna take place in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Right. So all of the Lord's creation has a purpose.
Yeah.
Right? So when Esau goes down, the Lord's creation is going to be able to live within their purpose, man. You know? Things are going to go back flourishing again. Everything is going to go back to peace.
Right.
Right? The earth is going to be beautified, man. All right? Right now, hey, like it tells you in Genesis, the 4th chapter, get that real quick about how, it talks about how the earth, you know, I'm talking about Genesis, the 4th chapter, where it says how the earth doesn't give its full strength. Because why? The wicked is ruling, going back to Cain, man. The descendants of Cain. Just make that point real quick. Genesis 4.
Genesis 4 and
5, somewhere in there.
Verse 12.
Okay, come. Go ahead.
I'll start up a little bit. This is Genesis 4 and 10. It says, this is after Cain, he murdered Abel.
Yep.
It says, and he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth.
Right, so it said when thou tillest the ground, it says it should not henceforth yield unto her strength, right? Because basically the earth is waxing weak. The earth is crying out, man. You know, the earth is not in its full strength,
And as
right?
you know, Esau has used the sword to go all throughout the earth to gain what he has. So he spilled blood everywhere. And that's another reason why the earth, you know, is fighting against this man, because he's defiling the whole planet.
Yep.
Numbers 35 and 33 come into play with that, man. This is why this place is going to get bombed, man. Specifically, you know, in America where he's done most of that killing. So it still is.
So back to Isaiah 24 and verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Yeah. So the earth is fouled under the inhabitants thereof, going back to the elites, man. Going back to the JEW, man. The head, the spearhead of it all. All right? He's turned everything upside down because, hey, there's a certain way the earth was supposed to be ran. All right? Those same regulations, if you will, all right, that divine order that was given unto Adam on how to govern the earth, Esau did away with that, man. You know? He's ruling the earth under his means. This is why we see the earth dying. People are dying. As we read, the earth language, the people so in it, so on and so forth, man. All right?
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 16.
Yep.
It says, woe unto thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy prince is eaten the morning. You know, like you were saying, man, under Esau's rule, everything is morning, because Esau refuses instructions. It's like a bad child, man.
Yep.
All right? So, because of that, the land is suffering, man.
Yep.
That's what's important to understand. Is the devil was set up for that purpose. You know, this is what he was programmed to do. We even have to put the second chapter in the fourth verse. And the spirit was in it, and the venom is not upright. Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. Okay, and that's what we just read in Isaiah the 24th chapter. Right? All of the consequences that you see the earth in its state right now is because the things are out of order.
Yep.
Right? But it said that it shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? So he was created with the intent of doing this madness throughout the earth. Okay, and it's going to be by the will of Yahweh watching outside to remove him out of his power. Because I see that, we're seeing that fall happen now.
Right. You mentioned how everything in the earth has a purpose. Esau himself has a purpose. That's why with that Proverbs 3 and 33, how the wicked was created for the day of evil, pretty much. And so Esau was created to do all this so that the Lord can bring judgment, but also to show us why we have to have the law, statutes, and commandments in the land. So when Esau is finally uprooted, and that's why one of the reasons he's going to be eradicated on the first nation to be fully genocided out the world, because after he's taken down, there's no longer purpose.
Yeah, this is what happened this is what happens when we fall away from the Lord.
Yeah.
You know, he raised up the basis of men, and look what he did to the earth. Like you said, everything is out of order, man. There's a certain way you're supposed to raise a family, raise children. He corrupted that.
Right.
You know, they don't keep the land Sabbath. He corrupted that.
Shit,
You know?
he operates with money. That's messed up.
Yeah.
You shouldn't go a day. You work a day's work and the sun go down. You're supposed to have your money, man.
Exactly.
And you're taxing, which is usury.
Yep.
All right. You're doing that, you know, unrighteously, because even if a motherfucker owes something, the year of Jubilee comes to play every 7 years. You're supposed to let that debt pretty much go. This nigga just keeps it going. That's why, you know, under his rule, you know, that Babylonian money magic, he hasn't allowed any nation to pretty much get freed out of his control, man.
Yeah.
He's all about enslaving everybody.
Exactly. The justice system is corrupt.
Yeah.
Here it is. You swear on the Bible when you're in the courtroom, but after you do that, he throw it right out. And he judges you based off his penal codes, his laws, man.
Yeah, maritime law.
Come on, man.
Isaiah 24 and verse 6. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. How is that going to happen? Nuclear war. All right? Prophesied in the Old and New Testament, man. All right? This is how this place is going to go out, whether you believe it or not. All right? It's the will of the Lord. Read on.
The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh.
Right, going back to what we've been talking about out here. There's a spirit of sighing and crying within the earth, man. All right, a spirit of languishing, man. All right, death, sorrow. All right, oppression. Go ahead.
The mirth of the tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice ended.
Yeah. It ain't no more happy songs and shit. You know, ain't shit sweet out here, man. Everything tight as hell. All right, go ahead.
The joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song.
Right.
Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink.
Right, like we said, you can't run to the alcohol. You can't run to the drugs, man. Right? That's not going to save you. That's not going to allow you to escape the reality, man.
It actually makes it worse. Demons just come back harder once you sober up.
Yeah.
Verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in.
That's right.
There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone.
Yeah, the mirth of the land is gone, man. All of that mirth and pride is done. The Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, is totally dried up the spirit of America, man. You know, the American pride, so-called black and white pride, all that shit is dead, man. Right now, people want war. People want blood. That's the spirit that's out here right now, man. So all of this lovey-dovey, let's unify, and all of this shit, that's about to be done away with in due time, man. Once they crash this shit, all right, your beloved best friend, neighbor, and shit, that's out the window, man. All this cordial shit. Hey, people gonna be breaking into houses as we see it happen now, man. Breaking into houses, stealing your goods, right?
Interracial couples gonna be goddamn going to war with each other, man.
Come on, man.
Hey, you Jakes, especially you black women, y'all thinking these Edomites, man, you better goddamn get right.
Right.
We had stories already how these so-called white people will tell their daughter or son to bring them to the crib. They ain't no murdering them, man.
That's happened on a couple of occasions, actually.
Yeah.
Can I get this headline?
You got it.
It says, man killed by gunman dressed as a UPS worker wasn't supposed to be at home at the time of the attack. Pretty much just going into how things is getting wild, you know.
People losing it, man. People are losing it. And people ain't got nothing to lose.
You mentioned earlier in the lesson how it's a extreme state of psychosis in the people, man.
Yep.
These people are crazy now, man. And it's only going to increase as things begin to go downhill even more, man.
Yeah. And the reason why is what? Everybody's on some type of drug. People got these jab juices running in their body.
They diet is messed up, so they got all types of demons that they
Come on,
have
man.
there, full of parasites. It's fucked up out here, man.
Fucked up.
That's why you need your how about shot, man.
That's it. Go ahead, I'll read some more in the chat.
So Isaiah 24, I'm going to read 11 in the NLT. It reads, mobs gather in the streets, crying out for wine. Joy has turned to gloom. Gladness has been banished from the land. So like brothers are saying, man, the people are going to be seeking out the wisdom, but the time for repentance is going to be closed, man. The doors of mercy are no longer going to be open as they are right now, man. Right, so this is the time to take part in that wine, right? This correct doctrine, man. Right, the law, statutes, and commandments, getting yourself in order, right? Setting your house in order, man. It says, verse 12. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction.
Right, I want to read this real quick because we talked about it earlier. Just want to bring this out. It's another point adding in here. It says Texas is constitutionally empowered to wage war against the federal government to protect itself from open border invasions. So it says in a move that shocked many, the typically conservative learning Supreme Court has sided with the Biden regime in allowing federal agents to dismantle razor wire that Texas put up along a stretch of the U.S.-Mexico border near Eagle Pass. It says Republican Governor Greg Abbott had ordered the razor wire to be installed along the banks of Rio Grande to help deter illegal migrants from charging through the unabated. The highest court in the land, however, says the razor wire needs to go because it is interfering with Border Patrol's ability to reach migrants as they attempt to cross the river. All right, let me jump down some more. Bear with me. It says, quote, "This is not over." Government Abbott tweeted on X, formerly Twitter, "Texas razor wire is an effective deterrent to the illegal crossings Biden encourages. I will continue to defend Texas' constitutional authority to secure the border and prevent the Biden administration from destroying our property." So once again, Isaiah 19, Egyptian versus Egyptians, right? So we're at this point now, or the beginning stage, if you will, of you're going to have certain states that are not going to abide by federal regulation, which is going to sow further division, right?
2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. But there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You know, so like you're going into, man, and with Texas pretty much making this stance known of how they're not agreeing with what Biden is telling them to do as far as, you know, opening the border. All right, that's causing the division amongst the states, because like Pastor Hall was going into, you have 25 out of the 50 states that are on Texas side, man. Yeah. So that's literally split down the middle of what's going to cause a civil war, man. That division that's being taking place, and they're not caring about what Biden got to say or nothing, man. Yep. They're standing on what they deem is right in their eyes, man.
Got you. To add on, here we go. There's some more in the article. It says, concerning the pending lawsuit, the argument being made contends that Article 1, Section 10, Clause 3 of the United States Constitution supports Government Abbott's position that Texas has the right to defend itself against the ongoing border invasion. It says, no state shall, without the consent of Congress, engage in war unless actually invaded, or in such imminent danger as would not admit of delay. The clause reads, it says, quote, as each state will expect to be attacked and wish to guard against it, each will retain its own militia for its own defense.
Yeah, because they understand what's coming. Because with all these migrants coming in, like y'all talking about earlier, you got these sleeper cells, these troops, the UN troops that's coming in, these people that's coming in from these countries, they're murderers, rapists, terrorists, and it's already come a couple videos, like there was one I seen yesterday where you had these damn, I believe they were Hamites, talking about how, they get off on raping women, man. Yep. They're ready to do that here. Yep. People are ready to kill people here, man. So Esau's going to use that confusion to bring in, all anarchy, man. Which, like you mentioned earlier, was going to lead to martial law.
Yeah, that's what they're using Biden for. Biden is a tool set up by the elites to allow this to happen, man. Exactly. Because they need the chaos, all right, to bring forth what the order. All right, so this thing is going down, however you want to look at it. All right, go ahead.
I won't do it to tonight. I'm in New York.
Mark chapter 3 and verse 22.
Mark
23 in the NLT.
But they teach us.
It says Yahushua called them over and responded with it.
Demons come out of nowhere.
Illustration.
This ain't demons, bro.
How can Satan cast out Satan?
Because I'm real.
Verse 24, the point. He said a kingdom divided by civil war will collapse.
We don't even go off the old covenant no more. No, don't do that. I'm a real one.
Mark chapter 3 and verse 24.
We don't even go off the old covenant no more, bro.
A kingdom divided by civil war.
We in a new covenant. We on salvation.
So what we see happening.
Why don't you read Romans 10?
Why don't you take it up the street? Go ahead.
I can't talk.
You don't come up here. You don't come here. You don't run nothing up here. Keep it moving. All right? Go ahead.
This y'all right here.
No, that's you, nigga. Go ahead.
What we see happening right now is civil war.
I'm a nigga now? Don't use my God.
Okay?
Go ahead, man.
So
Where
Mark
the nigga come from?
24 in the NLT spoke of the civil war. is what we're seeing happening in
It's
real
always,
time.
it's always our people, man.
I can write
It's always our people.
Come on, man. I'm from the hood
We
too,
were
bro.
peaceful,
Proud of New York.
Yeah,
I
keep
can
it
handle
moving.
you how
Nobody
you
gives
in
a-
the car.
nobody gives a damn
I'm
where
a
you from, bro.
I'm from the hood too.
Nobody
But I do what
gives a
love, though.
damn.
Because I told
What
you
that
the
mean?
truth.
That don't mean nothing, man.
Nobody gives
Just
a
keep
fuck.
it
Why
moving,
you so
bro.
angry?
We up here trying to teach.
Nobody gives a fuck where you from, bro. Keep it moving.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Y'all
Go
Christians.
ahead, man.
We ain't no Christian.
Don't finish your point, dog.
How y'all represent
That's why, hey,
attitude?
2/3 they section for death, man. Right? Everything's a joke until this shit go down. Go ahead, dog.
Fake ass Jesus Christ.
Right. Right.
Nigga, don't get it twisted. I got power too. Don't
Nah, you have no power, nigga. You have no power. You have zero power, nigga.
You still believe in Jesus, man? You a loser, bro.
Yeah, just keep it moving, man. Keep it moving, man.
niggas going to hell.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah,
You going to
will
hell?
up, dumbass.
Yeah, you will. Go ahead.
Mark chapter 3 and verse 24 in the NLT. A kingdom divided by civil war.
Nigga.
Jake's the worst. Go ahead.
Cause you a nigga, bitch.
Go ahead.
Fuck up,
Go ahead, man. Ignore that guy. Go ahead. Our people
Mark
are the
chapter
worst.
3 verse 24 in the NLT. A kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. And that's what we were just reading of in that article before that nigga came up with it. Alright? What we're seeing right now is the flames of civil war being stoked, man. Alright, which is why the inevitable fall of Babylon the Great is gonna come and pass, man.
That's right.
Okay?
Jake is emotional.
This is what happened when you trust in Jesus, man.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, you Christian niggas, man. Hey, judgment's at the door, man.
Spiritual crybabies, man.
Nobody's dealing with you niggas no more, man. Christian church, white man, fake white man, Jesus, all that shit played out, man. All right? Go ahead.
Isaiah 24. It's Isaiah 24, verse 11. There is a cry for wine in the streets.
That's right.
All joy is darkened.
All the joy is darkened, man. Go ahead.
The mirth of the land is gone.
Uh-huh.
And the city is left desolation. And the gate is smitten with destruction.
The gate is smitten destruction, and that's what's getting ready to happen, man. That's the future of America, man. Go ahead.
When thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be as the shaking of an olive tree.
That's right.
And as the gleaning of grapes when the vintage is done.
Right, because, hey, we're in the time of harvest, man. Matter of fact, hold where you at. Go to Matthew 13, or how the angels are going to reap. Right? Hey, we're in harvest season, man. All right? The time of Luke of the war, Yahweh shall return with the host of heaven to bring forth judgments upon niggas like that. Right?
They're not gonna get it right. They doesn't want to adhere to the truth. Because the truth, it wasn't afforded unto them. They weren't afforded to hear the mysteries of the kingdom.
Yeah, it's time for Yahweh Shai to put you loudmouth niggas to death, man. All right? Go ahead. He had that Christian pastor spirit too. You know how to get to talking with that demonic, influence they get. Sound like a dog and shit.
I ain't gonna do it to
Right.
you. Nigga, what are you gonna do?
Right.
This is the spirit of the Lord up here. What are you gonna do, bro?
Talk loud, huh?
Matthew chapter 13 and verse 30. Let both grow together until the harvest. And in time of harvest I will say to the reapers, gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them. But gather the wheat into my barn.
Yeah, because the tares and the wheat, they look the same. Right? But it's on the Lord to distinguish the two. Read on out.
Verse 31. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like to a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field, which indeed is the least of all seeds.
What?
But when it is grown, it is greatest among herbs, and becometh a tree, so that the birds of the air come and lodge in the branches thereof.
Keep going.
Another parable spake he unto them. The kingdom of heaven is like unto leaven, which a woman took and hid in 3 measures of meal, till the whole was leavened. All these things spake Yahushua unto the multitudes in parables, and without a parable spake he not unto them, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in parables. I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the
I
world.
will utter things secret that have been kept. I will utter things that have been kept secret from the foundation of the world, because we, the prophets, have been made privy to the mysteries, man. As the Lord told us, it was unto you, the mysteries of heaven was given unto you, but unto them it wasn't given, man. right? We understand these things. This is why we're able to make the vision plain upon tables, man. Break down these prophecies accurately, man. All right, read on, Aki.
Verse 36. Then Yahushua sent the multitude away and went into the house. And his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of tares of the field.
Go ahead.
He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom.
Go ahead.
But the tares are the children of the wicked one.
Right, yeah, going back to the Edomites. And also 2/3 can be applied to that too. All right, read on.
Yahushua, they say, Ye are of your father the devil.
Yeah. Spiritual Edomite, man. That's who spiritual I'll take off.
Verse 39. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world.
See that? The harvest is the end of the world. Right? We are in the time of harvest. Go ahead.
And the reapers are the angels.
And the reapers are the angels. All right? The angels are getting ready to reap. Ezekiel 9, that whole chapter. All right? Those angels that's going to smite, bring forth the judgment. Read on.
Verse 40. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world.
See that? As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, which is going to be the destruction. It says, so shall it be in the end of this world. Read on.
Verse 41. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity.
Right. So the Lord is coming to judge Esau, 2/3 of the rest of these heathen, man. He's coming to gather all things that offend and that do iniquity, man. Right? This is why it's a primary time for you to get right with the Lord, man. ASAP, man.
That's why the Lord is getting ready to get rid of niggas, man. You niggas are on a fence to Yahweh Shah. Here it is, he created you to be a prince of the power. And you niggas are offended by what's coming out of the Bible, man. We're giving you the truth, and you're mad at what the Lord is telling you to do, man.
Right.
How to be, man.
Right.
You see, that shows you that these are those same spirits of old, man. Because when Yahushua was on the scene, what did they do? They denied Yahushua.
Yep.
And we know that if they denied Yahushua, they would deny us as well. Because we come in that spirit.
Go further back from what you said, man. They denied, a lot of them, they bucked up against Moses. They said that. You didn't believe Moses, you ain't gonna believe Yahushua. In turn, you're not gonna believe Moses, man. These same rebellious niggas going all the way back to Egypt.
So, give me one more verse. I'll watch 42.
Verse 42. It shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth.
Yeah, and that's what's going to happen, man. 2/3 Esau and these heathen going to be cast into the furnace of fire, man. And there should be wailing and gnashing of teeth, man. That's all she wrote, man. And we in those times, man.
May I get that account?
You got it, brother.
This is the book of Revelation.
It's time for Jake, man. It's time for 2/3 of you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and Hispanics to get the hell up out of here, man. Right. Niggas are the worst, man.
Lord is sick of niggas, man.
And that's why the spirit was on Apostle Tahar to point this year, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, man. Because we want to see niggas get put to death, man. Right? We can't exist. We can't live with niggas no more, man. Right? We're not gonna have peace until all the nigga shit is gone.
It's needed. Y'all niggas, y'all hold this thing.
This is Revelation chapter 20 and verse 14.
Yep.
And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And death and hell is speaking of Babylon and Great America. All right, being destroyed by thermonuclear missiles.
How is hell going to be cast in the hell?
You're not knowing the scripture.
Okay, IUIC still teach that shit.
You're not knowing the scripture.
Going way off.
Verse 15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life is cast into the lake of fire.
And that's crucial, man. Whosoever was not found in the book of life is going to be cast into the lake of fire, man. See that? Because at the end of the day, it's all about whether you're a part of the elect or not. Right? We don't know, man. That's why we out here laboring in the fear of the Lord to make our calling and election sure.
I did a lesson the other day. Alright, what would the hopeful elect be doing? Alright, and that's why we're putting ourselves in that position, because if it's not us, then who is out here doing the will of the Lord then?
Right. Exactly. You got it. Whatever you got, bro.
So back in Isaiah 24. Isaiah 24:12. and the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction.
That's right.
When thus it shall be in the midst of all of the land among the people, there shall be as the shaking of an olive tree, and as the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done.
Right. And like we said, we went into the harvest. This is the time of harvest, nuclear destruction. This is dealing with what? The missiles, the warheads coming down. Right? Those gleaning grapes. Go ahead.
And the NLT it reads, throughout the earth the story is the same, only a remnant is left, like the stray olives on the tree, or the few grapes left on the vine after harvest.
Yep, go ahead.
Verse 14, they shall lift up their voice, they shall sing for the majesty of the Lord, they shall cry aloud from the sea.
Right, and this is dealing with what the elect being delivered from the destruction. Real quick, I want to add something in there. All right, Isaiah 48, verse 20. Right? Because they pursuing the revelation of what, chapter 15, the saints are going to give glory to the Lord for being delivered out of the destruction. They're going to sing the song of Moses. They're going to stand on that glass, mingle, that sea of glass mingle with fire as they watch America burn in various parts of the earth. See?
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 48, and verse 20. Go ye forth of Babylon, flee ye from the Chaldeans with a voice of singing. Declare ye, tell this, utter it even to the end of the earth. Say ye, the Lord Yahweh hath redeemed his servant Jacob.
It's going to be a great rejoicing in that time, man. Right? Think about that. Matter of fact, let me add on. Revelation 11, you have? Go ahead.
I was going to say it's synonymous with things getting put back into its proper state. Everything is going to go back in its order. It's going to take some time, but we on the right path.
That's right. Real quick, Revelation 11 and 12, it says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And this is the voice of Yahweh Shai, man, as the elect are being beamed up into the chariot. All right, the fathership. As they ascended up, it says, as they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Verse 13, it says, in the same hour was there a great earthquake. That great earthquake is going to consist of that nuclear warheads hitting the earth. It's going to make the planet Earth shake to and fro like a drunkard. It says, and there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, which represents America. And in the earthquake was slain of men 7,000, and that number 7 just means completion, because this nuclear destruction is going to be a complete destruction. It's going to be a complete annihilation, right? It says, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven, man. So think about that, man. You know, the elect getting beamed up out of that destruction, like barely making it, and you giving glory, you crying, giving glory to the Lord, you know, you done made it out of that. That's going to be a sight to see, man. Verse 14, it says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, man. And this is where we at in the time of prophecy, man. The third woe cometh quickly, man. All right? This could be the year, man. You know,
we oftentimes reference Romans 13 and 11 about our salvation. It tells us that our salvation is now nearer than when we believe. So as it says in Revelation, the third woe coming quickly. It's literally coming quick.
yes, sir.
We can see our salvation at the door. So how much more thermonuclear destruction? How much more World War III? And before the World War III is to come about, the implantable device has to be implemented, man. Which we're seeing now that being discussed readily.
Yeah.
You know? Then you even had with that Neuralink, that implantable device, the first system that they came out with was called let me get it right quick.
You got it, brother. Take your time. This is why we're not in the time of the whole back and forth with niggas, the debates. You know, a nigga talking about, you know, the Bible is fake, the white man wrote it. We ain't got time for that no more, man. Yep. The Lord is making this thing so painfully obvious. If Jake can't get it, then like the elders say, we moving the hell on.
That's why the scriptures talk about pretty much in so many words, converse not with a fool. Because we know we got the truth. What are we going to waste breath arguing with a nigga that want to say we're wrong for? We know we got the truth.
Exactly. And that includes your parents,
yeah, your
close friends, relatives. We ain't got time to be going back and forth, man. This thing is being made so plain. You got all this edification going out. You got all the mainstream alternative media bringing out, which supports what the scriptures say, right? So if you want to turn a blind eye to it, hey, that's on you at the end of the day, man. All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
We did our job. We came out here first. That's why I said, Scripture said that the Lord made us watchmen. All right, so we see in the sword, we're warning you of the sword. So if you choose not to take heed, and you're taken by the sword,
Hey, shalom.
all right, that blood is going to be off our hands, but it's going to be on your head.
That's it, brother.
You know. So at the end of the day, we done our job, man.
I got the app that or the system that he came out with tied to Neuralink. It says in a separate Monday post on X, Musk said that the first Neuralink product is called telepathy, which he said will enable users to control their phones or computers just by thinking.
Next level.
Yeah, that's that wicked left-hand spiritual power.
Right. He added that initial users would be able He added that initial users would be those who have lost use of their limbs. But as the brother has said, it's that left-hand witchcraft, man. But ultimately, this, because you got Jake, they'll be simple and say, well, damn, how you going to buy stuff with your brain? How you going to buy stuff when you got a device inside your brain? Because they're going to use that technology. It's tied toward the this technocracy.
CBDC.
The system of the CBDC. These type of systems is not hard to come across. They're already, the first product is telepathy.
Yeah.
To utilize and to control things with your mind using computers, electronics.
Bro, but you already have biometrics already. When you had the iPhone upgrade a few years back, where it was started with the fingerprint, and then it went to the full face scan. So you have hand scanners in certain stores. So the technology has already been in place for a while. When you have a key card, you scan the door. These are things that was leading up to gradually leading up to what the brother Tasman just said about how they
ultimately be able to scan your whatever device is inside of you.
like they're doing in China. So
Right.
this shit's already been done. Sweden, they had the Chipper party. And they pretty much said a good majority of the population they got that shit, man.
Yeah, like those like when you go around the cities and you see those purple looking lights,
Yeah.
those are actual scanners. I was looking up some information on it. It's a lot of Edomites had questions like, what's up with these purple lights that be on those street lights? So looking into it, it came out that those are scanners for those who got the jab.
Yeah.
And ultimately, and then when you get that C-hip, so when you drive past that shit, it's already scanning. It's like, the technology is crazy, man.
You notice they got them in almost, if not on every street, it's almost every corner.
And they randomly just popped out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right.
So over time, they just started setting them out.
There you go. So Esau already got this thing set up. Go ahead.
Isaiah 24 and verse 13. When thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be as the shaking of an olive tree,
That's right.
and as the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done. They shall lift up their voice, they shall sing for the majesty of the Lord.
That's right.
They shall cry aloud from the sea.
Yeah. That's the saints, the elect, giving glory to Yahweh Shema Shai from that mighty deliverance, man. From that nuclear destruction. Read on.
From the uttermost parts, wherefore glorify ye in the Lord in the fires, even the name of the Lord power of Israel in the isles of the sea.
See that? Glorify ye the Lord in the midst of the fires, man. Psalms 91, Revelation 15, Psalms 37, right? Matter of fact, let me get that in Psalms 37. Because the Lord said that what? That we were going to see the destruction. All right? This is Psalms 37. Psalms 37 verse 34 says, wait on the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. Man, what day is that going to be, man? Go ahead. Man, you got it, brother. We'll finish out the chapter.
Isaiah 24 and 16. From the uttermost part of the earth have we heard songs, even glory to the righteous. But I said, my leanness, woe unto me. The treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. Yea, the treacherous dealers have dealt very treacherously. Fear and the pit and the snare are upon thee, O inhabitant of the earth.
Man, all these things are ready, man. The snares, the traps, the death, all right, the judgments, all of these things are ready for the inhabitants of the earth, man. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare.
Right, so if you ain't part of the Lord's elect, there's no way you're going to escape this, man. This is what the Lord's saying here, man. Go ahead.
Because these people, they don't see it as judgment. That's what it is at the end of the day. It's the Lord's judgment. You can't escape the judgment of the Lord. The only way that you can be pardoned is to be, as the Quran said, of the elect. Niggas trying to make their own way to escape judgment.
Exactly.
That's why it says Amos, about how flee from the lion, the bear mentioned.
Yep.
Flee from the bear, lay your head on the house, the serpent bites you. You ain't getting away, man.
Yeah. No matter where you go, you through. Go ahead.
For the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake.
Yeah, from the windows from on high are open, man. That's those missiles going up into the firmament, and then the warheads coming back down. All right, and hitting the earth. Go ahead.
And the NLT says destruction falls like rain from the heavens.
Woo! See, Lord about to make it rain on you hoes.
Isaiah 24:19. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly.
They said that the earth is clean dissolved. The earth moved exceedingly. What type of force is going to do that?
The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage. And the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again.
Right, and that's what's going to rearrange the planet. That's what's going to bring in the new heaven and new earth. Like the Lord has said in Isaiah 65. I'll get that real quick. Isaiah 65 and verse, bear with me.
Kind of quick one.
Go ahead.
The 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 12. It says, looking for and hasting, start verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, which pretty much we going into the ICBM missiles, you know?
Right. That's right. Isaiah 65 and 17, it says, for behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come to mind. Man, and that's going to happen via the destruction. Right? Go ahead, Ak.
Isaiah 24 and verse 21. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high,
Yep.
and the kings of the earth upon the earth.
Yeah, that's why these elites, they're in their bunkers, they're running. All right, because they're literally preparing for the arrival of Yahweh Shai. Right? Nuclear war, all that. Go ahead.
And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison.
Right, like Elder Apostle Tahar said, you know, these damn elites, they're going to get arrested. Right? When the Lord raises up the elect, when we come out them chariots post-destruction, right, with those new bodies, New Jerusalem, hey, that's the takeover. Right? We're going to, the Lord said he was going to turn the fishers into hunters. And we're going to gather them out of the holes of the rocks, all the different retreats under the earth, different locations around the world. We're going to round their asses up and put them in slavery. Go ahead.
That spiritual SWAT team about to come kicking in the doors, man.
That's it.
They about to drag them out, man, kicking and screaming.
Yep.
It's so heavy too. Like just you think about history, about these various conquests. That's gonna be like noted in history. How we literally grabbed up these elites.
Isaiah 24 and 22. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. Then the moon shall be confounded, and the sun ashamed, when the Lord of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion, and in Jerusalem, and before his ancients gloriously.
Yeah, because at that point, that's when when that eternal government is going to rule the planet Earth, man. The house of David, the tabernacle of David. That's the government that's being ready. All right, starting with his men right now, man. The Lord said in Luke 17 that the kingdom of heaven is within you.
Right.
It starts with his men by the way of his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? But we're waiting for what? The Lord to redeem us and set us back up in power, man. And the government of Israel is going to rule the planet and the universe for eternity, man. That's what's coming. That's what the earth is waiting on, man. You see that? You got anything else?
I just want to read something else.
You got it, brother.
It's Isaiah 24 and 23 in the NLT. Then the glory of the moon will wane, and the brightness of the sun will fade, for the Lord of heaven's armies will rule on Mount Zion, He will rule in great glory in Jerusalem in the sight of all the leaders of his people. You know, so that we're gonna be witness to that crowning ceremony, man. Right, the 144,000 are receiving those palms. Right, everything right that we read and look forward to in the scriptures, man. Right, and it starts with the downfall of Babylon the Great. Right, you read through Revelation 18th chapter, it goes into detail on how this place will fall. But then at the beginning of the 19th chapter, it gives glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, for bringing this place down, man.
That's it, man. So that's pretty much it, man. Hey, the world is on edge. Continue to be occupied in prophecy. Continue to watch out for what Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to do next, man. Because we know that big one is coming, man. Esau got to do something, man. The MOTB is already here. World War III, all these things are on a level right here, man. So they got to either, take the economy, crash the money system, whatever. Whatever's going on, this border crisis thing, these things are going to continuously escalate, man. So we just going to continue to be locked in,
Yeah, I get something right fast.
You got it, brother.
What you just said.
Yep.
Mark 13 and 33. Be on watch, be alert, for you do not know when the time will come.
Speak on.
No, that was just straight to the point. Self-explanatory, as the Quran has said, man.
That's right.
Of everything that's happening. The scriptures tell us to watch as well as pray. So just continue to be mindful, stay on your watch, continually repent.
That's it, man. All right. Well, hey, we pray that this camp was edifying. We're gonna close out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who taught us this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, who's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.